Hey guys, this is Pharaoh here, and today we're going to talk about 3 vitamins and nutrients that are very important for people who are trying to research and decide if they want to become vegan, for new vegans, and pretty much everybody who cares about their health. Because we want to make sure we are vibrant, that we are lively, and we don't have any deficiencies. Today we're going to cover B12, omega-3s, and vitamin D. Now these things are essential because so many vegans transition and they feel good at first because their body is being cleansed of all meat products and things that make them sluggish and tired. But then after a while, they start feeling a little fatigue or have some brain fog. All of these things because they don't know to take these nutrients or these supplements. So starting with B12. Now B12 is a nutrient that helps keeps the body's nerve and blood cells healthy. It also assists in building DNA, red blood cells, and prevents a type of anemia that makes you both sluggish and tired. So essentially, B12 helps keep you energized. So it's very important to know this because sometimes you'll hear vegans talk about how after a while they start not having as high energy levels. It's because they're not taking a B12 supplement. So now the question is, where do you find B12? Now, explained by Mike Greger, which you can see or find him talk about on What the Health, B12 is not made from plants or animals. They're actually tiny microbes that blanket the earth. Now in the past, we would have gotten our B12 from drinking well water or from a mountain spring, or nowadays because the water stripped of most of the nutrients or chlorine is added to the water, we can't get B12 that way. So most people get their B12 from bacteria-laden animal products or byproducts. Now, as we know, not only are they getting B12 from that meat, but they're getting high cholesterol, high blood pressure, increased chances of heart diseases, but that's another story. Very interesting that most of the B12 in meats isn't even readily bioavailable. So we're starting to find that people over the age of 50, the majority of those people are deficient. Most of the people between 30 and 50, or about half of them, are deficient of B12. The only people who are really have optimal levels of B12 nowadays between vegans and non-vegans alike are people who eat, people who eat a lot of breakfast cereals because it's fortified with B12, or people who eat things that have additional B12. So B12 is something that the majority of people need to add to their diet. Now the best source of B12 for us is just getting a vitamin. Now the good thing is you can't really overdo the amount of B12 that you have because you'll just urinate it out. It's really expensive, so I recommend to all vegans, it's very important to get a good B12 supplement, at least 250 milligrams from the grocery store, and just add it to your diet. That simple. And my favorite B12 supplement is made by My Kind Organics. It's a spray solution. That way I'm able to spray it. It goes straight to my bloodstream and I'm ready to go. You can find that in the link below. Now next, we're going to be talking about omega-3s. This is so important. And I've been a vegan for almost 2 years now. And before that I was a pescatarian for like 7 years. I know, I should have went straight to vegan. Now these omega-3s, essential fatty acids, what it basically means is that your body needs to take it in. Your body isn't going to be able to make it on its own. Now what most people don't know about omega-3s is that there's 3 different types of omega-3s. There's DHA, EPA, and ALA. Now your ALA can actually be found from things that grow from the earth. You can get it from vegetables, from nuts, and especially leafy greens. But what people don't know is that the other 2 types, EPA and DHA, you can only get them from marine life. Now most people think that you can only get them from fish or from fish oil, but where do the fish get it from? The fish get it from algae. That is the source of DHA or EPA. Now the vast majority, over 90% of the required amount of the omega-3s that you need for your brain is DHA. And DHA makes up over 1/3 of your actual brain. So it's very important. So you find that a lot of people, when they become vegan, they don't take this omega-3. They don't take a marine supplement, and they start experiencing brain fog, or after a while they feel like their thinking ability is not as sharp. Is because they're not taking this omega-3. Now the best source to get it is either sea moss which is a superfood, or spirulina. Spirulina is what I prefer. I take it every single day, every morning. It keeps me sharp, it keeps me alert, and I swear I'm getting smarter and smarter every day. So it's very, very important to know. Now, the spirulina that I take is made by micro ingredients, and I either take a tablespoon, put it in water and I drink it, or throw it in a smoothie. Very, very important for brain health. And remember that all the supplements that I take are included in the link below. Next, we're going to be talking about something that the majority of people, not just vegans, are deficient in, and it's vitamin D. Now, vitamin D is very important because it's good for your bones and for your teeth, for the absorption of calcium and phosphorus. And like I said before, it's not just vegans, but about 50% of the population of the globe is deficient in vitamin D. It's very important, so I wanted to include this in this video to remind you to go out in the sun, get some vitamin D, spend time so that you can have optimal health. Because we aren't just transitioning and become vegan because we love the planet, because we love animals, which we do, but we also want to be the best people, have the best health, to have the best happiness, the best joy, everything at optimal levels. So vitamin D is very, very critical. Now, a lot of people ask, how much sunlight exposure do you actually need? It's recommended about 20 to 30 minutes. And if you're not able to get that, then as far as a supplement, you're on about 1,000 IUs, which is equivalent to about 20 to 30 minutes in the sun. Now, as an added bonus, we're gonna talk about protein just a little bit, just in case you're worried about it. Now, the vast majority of people only need about 50 to 70 grams of protein. When you look at studies, no one ever really dies of a protein deficiency. It's pretty much just all in our heads. Now, protein is very important to get, and it's very easy to get on a vegan diet. You can get it between nuts, you can get it between leafy greens, vegan protein shakes. It's very easy to get, and I will be doing a special video just on protein and the different sources of how I get my protein very soon. And the link will be here. If it's not there yet, it's not yet made, but it's coming. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And I know sometimes we just have fun, but we put a lot of research in it. And again, that vitamin D, your omega-3s, and that B12 is very important for all vegans. Whether you're just becoming vegan or you've been vegan for a while, make sure you include those in your diet. Peace and love. Thanks.